In Nigeria, recent available data indicate that our debt trajectory has reached a critical point.
The House of Reps Speaker Tajuddin Abass raises alarm as Nigeria's debt hits 149 trillion naira.
Welcome to NATV.
The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abass Tajuddin, has sounded a strong warning over Nigeria's rising debt profile, describing it as a major threat to the country's fiscal sustainability. Speaking at the opening of the 11th Annual Conference and General Assembly of the West Africa Association of Public Accountants Committee held at the National Assembly Abuja on Monday, September 8, Abass disclosed that the nation's debt had surpassed its statutory ceiling. According to him, Nigeria's total public debt stood at 149.39 trillion naira, that's about $97 billion as of the first quarter of 2025, up from 121.7 trillion naira in 2024. He warned that the debt to GDP ratio had now climbed to around 52%, far above the 40% limit set by Nigerian law. As at the first quarter of 2025, Nigeria's total public debt stood at 149.39 trillion naira. This represents a sharp rise from 121.7 trillion naira the previous year. The debt to GDP ratio now stands at 52%, well above the statutory ceiling, Abass said. The speaker described the situation as a signal of strain on fiscal sustainability, stressing the need for urgent parliament reform, transparent borrowing, and accountability in debt management. He further cautioned that many African countries were already spending more on debt servicing than on essential services like healthcare, warning Nigeria risked the same fate. Borrowing should support infrastructure, health, education, and industries that create jobs and reduce poverty. Reckless debt that fuels consumption or corruption must be exposed and rejected, he added. Abass reaffirmed that the 10th House's open parliament policy, pledging that major borrowing proposals would undergo public hearing while simplified debt reports would be made available to citizens. We'll continue to keep you updated. Keep watching MATV.
Thanks for watching. Comment, like, share, and subscribe.